Good afternoon and welcome to Newswatch3. I'm Addie Smith.
And I'm Alexis Jones, and we are so excited to bring you your weekly news. Today we're going to take a look at a special worship night, learn how students celebrated Valentine's Day, and see a preview of Asbury's latest theater production.
We will also have your weather updates and your local and national sports updates. Asbury just recently hosted a Gen Z worship night that welcomed all local youth groups and college ministries. Reporter Alex Deacon gives us a deeper look.
On Friday, February 9th, Asbury University hosted a Gen Z worship night. This WAM didn't only include Asbury students, but also local youth groups and other college ministries in the area.
I definitely love how this WAM was unique in that they kind of opened the doors to anyone who's part of Gen Z. There was a ton of high schoolers there. There were students from other colleges. And I think that was a really neat and unique thing.
Yeah, so I was in the gospel choir, and there was a lot of prayerful moments leading up to it.
This time the gospel choir led worship, which was really cool and not what they usually do. It was really neat to have an actual choir on the stage.
It was really evident in the space that we remember what he has done and what he is doing and what he will forever be doing.
In Wilmore, Alex Deacon, Newswatch 3.
Red and pink hearts and a lot of candy are just some elements of Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was extra special this year because the Student Activities Cabinet made it possible for all students to receive a Valentine. Held in the Stoos, SAC sold Valentine's Day grams for $1 each. On February 6th through the 9th, students were able to purchase a paper rose for a person of their choosing. SAC gave students the option of leaving their name for the gram or leaving the gram anonymous. On February 14th, students picked up their gram from the Stoos. During the days leading up to Valentine's, students received an email from SAC telling them a gram was available for pickup. SAC's next event, Silent Disco, will be held on February 24th.
A laser tag competition took over the Kinlaw Library on Saturday. Reporter Christina Smith is in Kinlaw to give us more information. Christina?
Thank you, Addie. I'm standing here in Kinlaw Library where just 5 days ago, Asbury University students spent their Saturday evening playing laser tag. The university's Student Activities Cabinet has hosted this event for at least 2 years now, making it an annual night of fun. Last year's laser tag evening made an impression on the students, and the Activities Cabinet decided to bring it back for the semester. This year's laser tag was located on the upper level of the library from 6 to 11 p.m. The group signed up to battle 5 versus 5 in 5-minute rounds of the silent section of the library. This section of the library was decorated with glow-in-the-dark streamers and tape, as well as the tables and chairs that were flipped upside down and stacked on top of each other for students to hide behind. Students had the option to use neon face paint and wear glow sticks to fit the glow-in-the-dark theme. Sonic corn dogs, pretzels, snacks, and drinks were provided as students roamed freely in and out for the evening. As students waited to play their game, they were welcome to gather in a room in the library to hang out together, sit and watch Spy Kids movies, sign up for more laser tag rounds, and snack on their Sonic. The night seemed to be an overall success for the Activities Cabinet and students combined.
The Asbury Theater Program upcoming production, 39 Steps, is a fast-paced comedy based on Alfred Hitchcock's hit film. Reporter Riley Friend brings us more.
Lights, no camera, but lots of action. This spring, the Asbury Theater Department presents the suspenseful comedy, The 39 Steps, in the Great House Theater. Following up the dramatic and emotional A Woman of No Importance in the fall, The 39 Steps wants to take a new comical direction into the theater. To talk about this new direction, Carol Anderson, the director of The 39 Steps, shares what the show was all about.
Focuses on a British man who is boring and bored, but gets swept into international intrigue by this mysterious woman spy, and that leads him into all kinds of adventures and unexpected twists and turns and some very colorful, definitely colorful characters to add to the fun.
This funny and thrillful production requires a lot of those colorful characters, and it's up to the 13 student actors to bring them to life. One of these actors, Truman Livingston, discusses the acting versatility the show requires.
I play multiple characters in this play. I play an evil professor, I play his henchmen, I play a policeman, and just so many more characters throughout the play.
With the cast spending multiple hours on learning dialogue and rehearsing blocking, the decision whether to pick which theater production to perform is impactful. But Carol Anderson is confident in her reasons for picking the Alfred Hitchcock classic.
I chose this play because February is a drag and it gets low spirits, and I wanted something that would make people laugh, captivate them, and have a really fun time of theater because this has a lot of theatrical surprises.
While actors are touching up on lines and the director is making their final decisions, the production seems to be ready for their debut performance on February 22nd at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are available online. In addition to the 22nd, the play will take place on February 23rd, 24th, and the next weekend on February 29th through March 2nd at 7:30 p.m., as well as Saturday matinees at 2. In Wilmore, Riley Friend, Newswatch3.
Newswatch3 forecaster Ella Kays has the latest in this week's weather. Hi, Ella.
Thanks, Addie. Taking a look at our current conditions, we're seeing partly cloudy skies with temperatures sitting at 50 degrees but climbing to 55 degrees for the high. Tonight, we'll see partly cloudy skies with a low of 28 degrees. Tomorrow, we're expecting partly cloudy skies with a high of 48. And as we transition into the evening, we could possibly see some light rain or snow showers. Looking ahead to the weekend, on Saturday, it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 39 and a low of 23. On Sunday, we're looking at a sunny day with temperatures reaching 48 degrees and lows dropping to 27 degrees. To start our week on Monday, it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 53 and a low of 34. On Tuesday, it'll be cloudy with a high of 54 and a low of 41. That's all the weather updates I have for you this week. Back to you, Alexis.
Asbury University recently announced the new sports communication concentration under the communications major. The concentration is designed to help students become experts in the sports industry and offers courses in sports marketing, public relations, broadcast news, and media performance. Asbury students have gone on to intern with organizations such as NASCAR, the PGA Tour, Cincinnati Reds, and the Cincinnati Bengals, among others. The sports communication concentration opens to students in fall 2024.
Sports reporter Spencer Harvey is in the studio with us to give us some sports updates. Spencer?
Thanks, Addie. On Tuesday, the men's basketball team took on Boys College for their last game of regular season. They defeated the Bulldogs 87-72 that continued their 7-game winning streak and stayed undefeated at home. Asbury honored the 3 seniors that played on our home court for the last time. Caleb Wallace, Dakota Walden, and Clayton Winter have had a significant impact on the program, combining for 67 wins, 2 national tournament appearances, and a 29-12 record in the Luce Center. The women's basketball team traveled to Nashville to take on Welch College for the second time this season. They defeated the Flames 88-51 to complete their sweep. Haley Relaford was a big factor, contributing a career high. Trinity Shear also tied the record for the most steals in one season, currently at 86. The women continue on a 10-game winning streak. Their last regular season game will be on Friday against Campbellsville-Harrodsburg at the Luce Center, where they'll also be honoring their senior class. Our track and field team traveled to Cedarville, Ohio this past weekend to compete in the NCCAA Indoor National Tournament. The men's team finished 13 out of 18 teams, and the women finished 11 out of 15 teams. The Eagles broke 11 records over the weekend. As some teams are nearing the end of their season, tennis is just now ramping up. The 2 teams traveled to Rome, Georgia this past weekend for their season opener. Kourtney Kawata gives us an inside look.
Okay. When you start to see one of these matches have come to an end, grab someone, and if we're...
The Eagles' tennis season is now open. Asbury men's and women's tennis team battled against Berry College on Saturday, February 10th. The teams traveled to Rome, Georgia to compete against the Valkyries.
Team overall did really, really well. I'm really proud of all of the girls and their hard work. I think we were able to overcome, especially in the beginning of the season, based on our teamwork and just our support in the way that we were just encouraging each other on the courts. We fought really, really hard, and I'm just proud of the way that we turned out on the court.
After losing all 3 doubles courts, the Lady Eagles rallied together to sweep all 6 single courts and took the win against the Valkyries 6-3. The women's team returns to the spring season with all returning members from last school year and 2 newcomers, a transferred junior and a freshman. After winning second doubles and losing courts 1 and 3, the men's team lost all 6 singles matches, ending with a score of 8-1.
And we had a great match today. Even though we lost, we played well. A good start to the season, and we'll beat them next time.
The men's team returns to the spring season with 3 freshmen. 1 freshman, Nacho Murillo, from Costa Rica, brand new to Asbury this semester.
The match was good. I think I played good. I won the first day and lost the second one. On the match tiebreak, I have 3 match points, but at the end, I didn't win it. I'm still satisfied with what I do in the match.
Both tennis teams will have a total of 15 matches to complete their spring season, with their final match against Transylvania University ending on April 20th. Next up, the men's team will travel to Center College on March 6th to compete against Center, and the Lady Eagles will travel to North Carolina on March 8th to compete against Brevard College.
Now on to the national stage. The Kansas City Chiefs competed against the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl 58 this past weekend. The Chiefs beat the 49ers 25-22 in an overtime thriller. This was the 4th Super Bowl the Chiefs have brought back to Kansas City. That's all the sports updates we have for you today. Back to you, Alexis.
The Chiefs' celebration didn't last long as shots were fired during their parade. Emily Schmidt reports.
There was joy in Kansas City. Blocks and blocks of loyal fans wearing their hearts on their red sleeves, cheering on their back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Police posted on social media, "You look incredible. We are honored to serve you on the ground and overhead." But at the end of the parade celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs, shots were fired west of Union Station. Police asked people near there to leave as quickly as possible while they treated the victims of the shooting.
We saw the police swarm a stairwell, and then we heard another pop from there. And that's when I was like, okay, we're gone.
When the shooting started, I, like many others, ran for safety. I saw a number of agencies, including the Kansas City Police Department, officers with guns drawn who were running towards danger. We thank them for that.
The governors of Missouri and Kansas were both at the rally when the shooting happened. Both are safe. A Missouri congressman says spending on security for the event had increased to $1 million this year. Whatever unfolded here, he says, is not good news for Kansas City.
It's very disheartening. We should be able to come together in situations like this and celebrate victories, not have to deal with a shooting.
Details about the victims are still unclear. The investigation into the shooting is underway. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
Valentine's Day isn't just for lovers, at least not just for human lovers. Chicago's Brookfield Zoo celebrated the love with themed enrichment activities for its animals. While gray seals chowed down on some Valentine's treats, Alice and Kai, the bottlenose dolphins, weren't left out. They jumped out of the water to get some of the love. Raisin, the two-toed sloth, got a heart-shaped sweet potato. And Jasper, the pink cockatoo, pretty much ignored his strawberry slices. But he let zookeepers know what he thought by throwing heart-shaped cutouts around the room.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you for trusting us to give you your weekly news. We'll see you next week, Asbury.